Our story begins with two main characters. There was a girl, a young girl, and a young boy. Let me tell you about the girl first. She was the daughter of the people who lived in this great big mansion. She was an only child, and she was brought here out of Philadelphia when she was quite young. And this was, of course, the place to live out on the old main line, one of these mansions built on the old Welsh tract. And this must have been an idyllic place to have been as a child. Her playmate was the son, the little boy, who was the son of the carriage master. And even though they were of two social classes, they were allowed to play together, the little boy and the little girl. And they liked each other. They really had a good time. They looked forward to playing with each other. And this happened year after year after year as they grew older, and their like turned into love. And they really were so fond of each other. They really, really loved each other. And their love went, I'm afraid, a little too far. And the girl realized that she was going to have a baby. Well, from their bliss and their joy came great distress. Finally, one night, even the girl's father, busy man, realized that his daughter was pregnant. She broke down in tears and confessed. He charged out of the house up towards where the carriage master lived with his son. And we don't know how it happened, but somehow the little boy must have realized that his time was up. And he went up into the tower room and put the rope around the hook up in the center of the tower, and he hung himself. As a matter of fact, that room has always been cold. The colleges use other rooms up there for offices and whatever, but nothing has ever been used in that room. I've been in that room, and it's cold right in the middle of the room, right where he hung. Well, what happened to the girl? Well, as in most folk tales, there's more than one ending. And one ending is that she climbed up onto the balcony out in the foyer of this room and went out and took a swan dive, dove right off of the top of that banister railing and broke her neck and died right on the floor below. I can remember many years ago, we used to have dances in that building. We used to roll the rugs back, so we could dance on the nice wood floors. And one time, we made the mistake of having a party on the anniversary of her death. And her blood came up through the floorboards. And the president of the college wouldn't allow us to have parties there ever again. No more dances in the mansion foyer. The other ending of the story is that she didn't jump off that balcony. She carried the baby all the way to term, but something must have gone wrong and the baby was stillborn. It wasn't alive. And she took that baby, as the story goes, out back of the mansion, down in the apple orchard, and buried that baby back in there, back where she and the stable boy must have played when they were youngsters themselves. Well, as the story progresses and time went by, the story is that the girl has come back several times looking for that little lost child. One girl had a class on Friday afternoon. Her mom had come over from New Jersey to pick her up. And the girl said, "Mom, why don't you just lie down on my bed here? I'll lock the door and you won't be disturbed. You can have a nice little nap while I go off to class." And that they did. And she came back in to find the door open. And she said, "Mom, did you go out of the room? Did you wake up?" Oh no, her mother said. I stayed here the whole time. I was asleep. Oh, I was awakened by somebody leaning over me. A girl came into the room. She had long hair, and her hair brushed against my cheek, and it woke me up. And she was saying, my baby, where is my baby? And I said, there wasn't any baby in here, so I told her to buzz off, and she did. We think that was probably the girl coming back looking for her baby. She's been seen around the balconies of the mansion, often in a blue dress, wandering around still looking for this child. And her father has been seen again too. Her father was seen actually by me and two girls as we were coming back across the campus one night. And we looked up, and in the lights, we could see a very tall man coming from the mansion up towards Grace Hall. Great big black coat, a tall stovepipe hat like Abraham Lincoln used to wear. And of course I said, good evening, sir. Can I help you? And he turned his face towards us, but you couldn't see his face at all. And he disappeared. Was this the father? I don't know. But there are these spirits that seem to want to stay around this place. They like to come. And they don't seem to hurt anybody. But if you get scared,